Salomon's reputation in the hiking footwear world is well established, with their models often topping our best of lists, and as the dominant force in hiking footwear, they had the luxury to take a few risks, which is exactly what they've done with the Predict Hike. Its style-first design makes the boot one of the best on the market at crossing over from the trail to town with a sneaker-like look and feel. But if you like the looks and want a lightweight over-the-ankle boot for day adventures, the Predict Hike is a good option. Below we outline our experiences with the Predict Hike. To see how it stacks up to the competition, see our video on the best hiking boots. Straight out of the box, it was clear the Salomon Predict Hike Mid GTX was a unique boot, neither a trail runner nor a traditional hiking design. I had a little trouble figuring out what the boot was best for, but in the end its sneaker-like feel proved to be a decent option for short to moderately challenging day hikes. The boot's substantial cushioning underfoot takes most of the sting out of a rocky trail, and the flexible build makes it easy to cover ground quickly. That said, the Predict Hike is far from a performance product, lacking stability in technical terrain. Weighing 1 pound 11 ounces on my scale for a men's size 9, just over its listed weight of 1 lb, 10.6 Oz. The Predict Hike is undeniably light, undercutting many low-top hiking shoes. For comparison, our top-ranked hiking boot for 2022, Salomon's own X Ultra 3 Mid GTX, tips the scales at 1 pound 15.7 ounces, and the popular Merrell Mob 2 Mid WP and Hoka 1 and Akapa also clock in heavier than the Predict Hike by 9 ounces and 5 ounces respectively. As with Salomon's other hiking boots, they kept the Predict Hike's outsole design in-house with their Contagrip rubber. In this case, they used the all-terrain compound, which is intended to be their most versatile in terms of stickiness and durability. I found the grip on rock to be reasonably secure, and the average depth lugs did a fine job biting into dirt. This translates to a bit less surface area for the boot to grip, and it's less confidence-inspiring in off-camber or hair situations. But again, for the boot's intended day hiking applications, its traction is perfectly acceptable. A common perception is that an over-the-ankle boot will translate to a boost in stability compared with a low-top shoe, but in testing, we found the amount of additional support can vary dramatically. In the case of the Predict Hike, it feels a whole lot like a flexible hiking shoe, and when carrying a heavier load or moving over more challenging terrain, the raised collar doesn't offer much extra stability. With a reliable Gore-Tex liner, the Predict Hike does a nice job fending off light moisture and protecting your feet during creek crossings. In terms of coverage, the boot is waterproof midway up the ankle, which is where the tongue separates from the upper. This setup offers sufficient protection for dips into low water, but you'll want to be mindful of your steps to keep water from flowing in over the top. Gore-Tex shoes never stand out in terms of breathability, and it's notable that the Predict Hike is not offered in a non-waterproof version. That being said, the boot's thin upper material and pretty extensive use of mesh does translate to moderate levels of breathability, in weather that vary from the high 40s to mid 70s. I never truly overheated in the boots, although I did get fairly warm on one especially sun-baked day hike. With light reinforcements over the toes and a raised strip of rubber at the front, the Predict Hike offers a small bump in protection compared to most trail running shoes. If you catch a rock straight on, as I did a number of times on the trail, the shoe does a decent job limiting the sting from those hits, but it's still noticeably less robust and protected than a more traditional hiking boot, especially along the sides. We largely had positive experiences with the build quality and longevity of Salomon hiking footwear. That said, the Predict Hike's casual styling and thin, running shoe-inspired materials are showing early signs of excessive wear. In particular, there's a lot of exposed foam both at the midsole and mixed in between the hard rubber of the outsole. This foam is quite soft and quickly picked up numerous cuts and damage from the rocky trails in Patagonia. In fact, one small chunk of foam at the heel is missing entirely. We hope you found our in-depth review helpful and informative. Comment below if you have any questions about this review or explanation. Thanks for watching.